We're at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival here in Bardstown, and we're talking with the guys behind the Silk Velvet brand. Now, you might know this guy, Jacob Call. We've had him on for that brand right there, a little Hemingway whiskey. But like I said, he also does a few other things in life. And we're talking with Silk Velvet. We have Zach and Zeb Hargis. Hargis. I was close. I was close. So, Zach, Zeb, how did you get involved with Jacob?
So kind of goes back to my wife and I were whiskey nerds and just loved going to distilleries and everything else. And anytime we were away with the kids, and we took a tour of Jacob's Distillery in 2018, and didn't realize we had a distillery just the town over from where we're from, Henderson. And about a year later, it come up that there was a job opening at the distillery. And I told my wife as soon as I seen it, I said, we're going to, I'm going to apply for that tonight. And never thought it would actually happen, but luckily Jacob and the crew hired me in 2019. And we've become closer as the years gone on. And then when he left Green River, followed him out to Western Kentucky Distillery as well. So
golfing makes great relationships, you know.
I've heard golfing and booze do well.
Golfing and booze together is a good combo. Yeah, get some business done. Join some, marry some friendships right there too.
Now, obviously, the Silk Velvet name. People might be like, "Where's that from?" It's an old name that you guys have revived. What made you want to go back to Silk Velvet and create that?
Yeah, so our family is lifelong Hendersonians, and my father, who's also a part of this, he's an antique collector, and he came across some very old bottles that were Silk Velvet, and he showed it to us, and he said, "Guys, this is super cool. Y'all need to look at this."
And he's a dreamer too, so always dreaming, and Zach and I took that with a grain of salt, but then we started doing some work after that.
Yeah, and then started digging into it, and the story was just super cool. So it started by a guy named Colonel A.S. Winstead, who married into a distilling family, the Worsham family, and that distillery ended up becoming Peerless. He left the family distillery and opened his own, the Winstead Distillery, and they also said his barrels were smooth as silk, so hence the name Silk Velvet. But this was our connection to Henderson, and just led us to really, want to get this back. And then brought it to Jacob and said, "Hey, we found this really cool brand and really cool story, and we need really good whiskey behind it." And Jacob fortunately said, "I got you," and has been with us since. So this has been a fun project. It's been about 4 years in the making to get here. We just launched in December of 2024. And then our small batch select, which is launching here at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. So
now, Jacob, for you, what was it like working with them and reviving a brand? Because you don't love to revive anything with what you've done. OZ Taylor, all of those, down at Green River. So what was it like to revive another brand?
Yeah, it's the second distillery I built out of Western Kentucky, or rebuilt the other one. And then second brand, historic brand we brought back. Just good people, good family. I mean, I know these guys for a long time. And, how do you say no to friends when you want to help them out and get their brand, help them get their dream going. That was always their dream, to get that brand brought back. So, yeah, we had, fortunately, I collected a lot of good barrels. We taste the new make and buy a few barrels when we could and held them back. So we got some pretty good old barrels, and glad to let these guys use them in their brand.
Yes. We had the package, we had the history, we had it all, but we needed the juice. And so the triple threat's there with all three. A lot of them have the 2 out of the 3 or the 1 out of 3. I think we really hit home with the 3 out of 3 here, with great packaging, great history, and great juice.
Well, I was going to say, being able to try that today, especially the small batch this weekend, what can you tell me about, the mash bill and what people can expect when they taste the Silk Velvet?
Yeah, it's a little on the single barrel. It's a little different yeast strain than people have seen probably out of me before, and a little different mash bill. It's 75-21-4, so it's a little different. The proof on them are fantastic at 107. I just think it's just a great proof point. And then on the small batch, my gosh, we tasted I don't know how many different blends of that.
It was about 6 months in the making on that. Yeah.
And that was a blend of
and you just had to try them, right?
Yeah. It was like, hey, what about this?
That was a blend of some 13s and 21s. And
mix of 6.5 and 4.5 year. 13-21%. Some of the older barrels that Jacob made out of Green River as well. So.
And only 12 barrels in our single barrel or our small batch hand select. So only 12 barrels in there at 2-to-1 mix on that too. So very small hand select right there.
Well, but you guys did a good price point as well. So obviously it's approachable on the pour's fantastic. Price is very approachable. What's the ultimate goal as you move forward?
Yeah, so it's growth mode right now. So getting liquid to lips, getting people to taste it, and then tell the story, and then and expand out. So right now, the single barrels in Kentucky. We'll be launching the small batch within the next week in Kentucky, and then next month we'll be in Tennessee and have shipping to most states in the nation next month as well. So and then. You're looking at the team, so we're not huge by any means. This is a passion project for us, and we just love whiskey and really want to share it with people. So we'll slowly get to state by state. So be patient with us, but yeah, we're having fun doing it.
Well, super humble this weekend with the response we got from everybody. I mean, we are the new guys. We're the freshies for sure. Project's been going on for a long time, but takes a while to get some juice in the bottle, but super humble to be here, super happy, and super grateful for the response that everybody's giving us here at KFP 2025. Definitely.
Like I said, it's fantastic stuff. I can't wait to see what's next. Jacob,
yeah, good to see you.
Zach, Zeb, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.